Hello, kindergarten. How are you? Um, remember this book that I read, Stone Soup? Well, I have a poem for it this week, but you have this poem as well. I gave this to you, but we're also having another poem because it's our last week, so we have our graduation poem in your poem book. So you guys are gonna. I'll show you this one today, and then you can circle your graduation poem. It looks like this. It's already in your poem book, I believe. So we'll have two poems this week, kindergarten. Stone Soup. This one's called. Okay, ready? You guys see that? Okay. We're looking for our sight words after I read it. Stone soup. Heat some water in a pot. Add a stone you've scrubbed a lot. Sprinkle pepper, salt, and herbs. Let it boil undisturbed. Drop in the carrots, onions too. Let the soup cook through and through. Add some corn to make it sweet. Add some potatoes for a treat. Toss in bouillon, let it stew, let it boil, let it brew. Taste the soup, and when it's done, share stone soup with everyone. Kindergarten, there's a couple differences between this poem and the story we read, right? Like in the story, did they put onion in their soup? What's something else they put in there after the carrots? That's right, they put in cabbage. Did they put corn in their soup? They did not, right? Right? They did put it in bouillon. That's like to give it soup flavor, kindergarten. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. Stone soup. Heat some water in a pot. Add a stone you've scrubbed a lot. Sprinkle pepper, salt, and herbs. Let it boil undisturbed. Drop in carrots, onions too. Let the soup cook through and through. Add some corn to make it sweet. Add some potatoes for a treat. Toss in bouillon. Let it stew. Let it boil. Let it brew. Taste the soup, and when it's done, share stone soup with everyone. Okay, Kenny, you're gonna do this today. Also, for your word work, you have this cookbook. Woohoo! So you can color this and do your kindergarten color and put your name on it. And it says, let's cook. Let's cook. Ready? So we're going to do the 3 pages in this book today, kindergarten, as well as your stone soup poem, okay? So let's cook. The first page I have is, I want to be a chef. A chef. A chef is someone who cooks, right, kindergarten? A chef is someone who cooks. So I'm going to read it to you, and then we'll circle our sight words. I want to be a chef. Learning how to cook. Creating great meals using a recipe book. Okay? So I want to be almost all the words are getting a chef. Learning how to cook. Creating great meals using a recipe book. Do you guys know what a recipe book is? Okay, ready? This word is taste. Taste. Do you like to taste things, kindergarten? Oh, I'll read it first. I will need to taste the soup in the pot. I have to make sure it's just right, not too, what do you think? Hot. That's right. I will need to taste the soup in the pot. I have to make sure it's just right, not too hot. Good job, kindergarten. Let's take a look at this one. It says fry. Fry is when you use like a frying pan and like fry an egg. I will learn to fry an egg in a pan. I can't let it burn, or I'll have to start again. I will learn to fry an egg in a pan. I can't let it burn, or I'll have to start again. Okay, kindergarten, so we're going to do those 3 pages today, okay? In our cookbook. Okay, kindergarten, let's take a look at math today. What are we doing in math? We're going to turn to page 186. So I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to go like this, 186, 186. We're talking about dimes today, kindergarten. Dimes are worth 10 pennies. Here it is, dimes. And when we use dimes, remember, we count by tens. We count by tens. So here what you're going to do is you're going to match up one of these green rectangles with one of these items. So let's see, the sharpener's 10 cents, the celery's 80 cents, the stamp is 30 cents, the newspaper is 60 cents, And this milk bottle is 90 cents. So let's count this first by tens, kindergarten. Ready? You guys are very good at counting by tens. We've been doing it all year and you're very good at it. Ready? Count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Which one of these says 80 cents? You're right, the celery. So we're drawing a line. Okay? Mrs. Castellano is going to do this one with you, and then you're going to do those three by yourself. We're not going to do this today, just in case this is too much, okay? So let's try counting by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Which one that's left says 90 cents? That's right, down there, the milk. Okay, kindergarten, you do those three by yourself. Oh, kindergarten. I have to go grab my book. I'll be right back. Are you guys ready for another chapter in The Night at Dawn by Mary Pope Osborne? Remember when we left off, Annie and Jack were inside the castle and they were looking at the feast. And then the page boy came by and he said, "What's your name?" And they told him, but then they took off running. Remember, so this is chapter 5 called Trapped. "Come on," cried Annie. Jack raced behind her. Were they being followed? "Hurry, quick, in here." Annie dashed towards a door off the hallway. She pushed the door open. The two of them stumbled into a dark, cold room. The door creaked shut behind them. "Give me the flashlight," said Annie. Jack handed it to her. As she switched it on, yikes! A row of knights stood in front of them. Annie flicked off the light. Silence. "They aren't moving," Jack whispered. Annie turned the light back on. "They're just suits," Jack said. "Without heads," said Annie. "Let me see that flashlight for a sec, so I can look in the book." Annie handed him the flashlight. He pulled out the castle book. He flipped through the pages until he found what he was looking for. Jack put the book away. "It's called the Armory," he said. "It's where the armor and weapons are stored." He shone the flashlight around the room. "Oh man," whispered Jack. The light fell on the shiny breastplates and leg plates and arm plates, on shelves filled with helmets and weapons, on shields, spears, swords, crossbows, clubs, and battle axes. There was a noise in the hall. Voices. "Let's hide," said Annie. "Wait," said Jack. "I got to check on something first." "Hurry," said Annie. "It'll take a second," said Jack. "Hold this." He handed Annie the flashlight. He tried to lift the helmet off the shelf. It was too heavy. He bent over and dragged the helmet over his head. The visor slammed shut. Oh, forget it. It was worse than having a 5-year-old on your head. It was more like having a 10-year-old on your head. Not only could Jack not lift his head, he could not see anything either. "Jack," whispered Annie. Annie's voice sounded far away. So here's a picture of... Look, Jack looks like he fell over, right? The voices are getting closer. "Turn off the flashlight," Jack's voice echoed inside the metal chamber. He struggled to get the helmet off. Suddenly, he lost his balance and went crashing into the pieces of armor. The metal plates and weapons clattered to the floor. Jack's not doing a very good job hiding, is he? Jack lay on the floor in the dark. He tried to get up, but his head was too heavy. He heard deep voices. Someone grabbed him by the arm. The next thing he knew, his helmet was yanked off, and he was staring into the blazing light of a fiery torch. That's it, kindergarten. That's the end of chapter 5. Tomorrow, I'll read chapter 6 and we'll find out what happens to Jack and Annie. I hope you have a great day. Bye!